Today's video is a wrap-up of how I did reading-wise in the month of April. How many books did I read? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Jane, and welcome to the Reading Nook. So I use a combination of Goodreads, Storygraph, and Notion to track my reading. Notion is a productivity app that I found online when I was trying to figure out how to track my reading. Maybe I'll do a future video in the future of how I use Notion to track my reading. I'm still working on putting everything together and tracking all the books that I want to read and that I have read into Notion. So I'll do. I think I'll do a video in the future just showing you all how I track everything. So back to my wrap up. I read a total of 19 books for the month of April, which is pretty good for me. And of those 19 books, I read 3 classics, and those were Christie novels. I classify Christie as classic, but they could also be listed as mystery as well. And I read cozy mysteries. I read 12 cozy mysteries, 1 romantic suspense, and 3 thrillers. So the majority of the books that I read last month were cozy mysteries. And my star ratings, I gave 5 3 stars and 14 4 stars. No 5 stars and no 2 stars, 1 stars, or 0. So the majority of the books that I read, I gave 4 stars, which is pretty good. And in the format, I read 9 ebooks and I listened to 10 audiobooks. So I listened to one more audiobook than I did an ebook. This month I listened to more audio than I did reading ebooks this time around. And my average rating was 3.64, which is pretty good. It's not a bad rating. This is to date, by the way. And so my most disappointing read would be Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina. And this one I was anticipating. I was looking forward to reading this because I really like Sherry Lapina's writing, and I had 3 books from her that I read by her that were really good. I enjoyed them a lot, and the other 2, they were so-so, and this one ended up being in the so-so category. I gave it, this one was 3 stars, and I could have bumped it down to 2. I found that the book dragged on too long, and by the time the reveal happened at the end, I just didn't really care anymore, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate because, as I said, I really enjoy her writing, and I was hoping that it would be just like the other books that I read, like with the thriller being a really great thriller, a surprising plot twist, and the tension being wrapped up, or the tension going on like this, like drawn out, going through the entire book. And unfortunately, this one didn't do it for me. Maybe the next time. I'm not sure if she's got a new book published now, but when she does publish one, I will read it, and hopefully it will be as thrilling as the other ones that I gave 4 stars, and I'll love it just as much. For this one, this book, Not a Happy Family, it was a disappointing one, unfortunately. But the best read for April, I would say, is The Woman Outside My Door by Rachel Ryan. And this one, there was a lot of there was creepy moments in there, but there were also a lot of heartbreaking moments about when you learn about the backstory of one of the characters. It was very, very hard to hear. It's just really tragic. But I mean, the book does end with a happy ending. And this one, Mr. Francie raved about this book and talks about it a lot. So it intrigued me. I had it in my TBR. And so I decided I wanted to go ahead and read it, and I'm glad I did. It was actually a very good book. I actually did enjoy myself reading it. And that was my monthly wrap for April. I hope I did all right. I mean, this is my very first monthly wrap up, so hopefully it was all right. So let me know in the comments below how you did in the month of April, what you read, and what book you loved, and what book was just okay for you. Just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.